Dear community members, Shabbat Shalom. Our Parsha starts with Vayakhel. Moshe gathers all the people of Israel to be a kahal, to be together, a community. And then he commands them about the Shabbat. And he gives them a specific commandment, not to burn fire on Shabbat. And of course, the sages are asking, after all, we have already learned that one should not do the 39 jobs, malachot. Why is the malacha not to, the job, the work, not to burn fire, why is it excluded and is stated separately in this paragraph? Several answers were given by the sages. One of the answers that is less known is that the sages are answering that that's really a specific commandment to the court not to execute someone, chas v'shalom, by burning him. And the innovation, according to the Tosfot, is that maybe one would have thought that even though we're not allowed to burn fire on Shabbat, maybe this is an exception, and the court, when they need to do this thing, it overrides Shabbos. And then the answer of the Torah is that no, even the court should not burn fire, even under these circumstances on Shabbat. However, Maimonides understands differently. Maimonides says that that the court should not give even lashes on Shabbos. And at least the Avnei Nezer understands in the Rambam is that even though in lashes, maybe there is no violation of any malacha, there's no chilul Shabbos in giving lashes. If blood is not spilled by the lashes, there's no really prohibition in terms of the 39 malachot to give lashes, but it's a separate prohibition that Beit Din should not punish on Shabbos. Apparently, Maimonides understands that punishment and Shabbos don't go together. Shabbos is a day of peace. Shabbos is a day when we stop to all the race, all the competition between people, the jealousy, the hatred, the competition. All of this is stopped for one day, and we gather. That's the relationship between this prohibition. That's what we will say following the Rambam's way. Why is the Parsha starting with Vayakhel? Because if the stress here is about the stop, about the fact that there's no competition and no punishments, but rather a day of peace, that's a day of gathering, a day of being together, a day of caring one of each other. This is the essence of Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom, a day of peace. This year, in this past year, we didn't have our regular ways to be together as a community. The whole ways of gathering, if at all, were totally different. We're praying that maybe Bezrat Hashem, we're praying hard that we're towards perhaps getting back to the regular ways that we were communicating with each other and that we were together having a feeling of a community. But till then, we should take the idea of Shabbat Shalom, the idea of stopping from time to time, of course on Shabbat, stopping from the competition, from the race, and rather understanding that there is a day and there is a significance that there is a day that there is no competition, no punishments, no wars, but rather caring about each other, enhancing the feeling of responsibility one towards the other, understanding that we're not alone. And Bezrat Hashem, we will all be zochet towards Pesach, Parashat Hachodesh, that we're as families renewing the covenant with Hashem, and as a nation, as a whole, having a covenant with Hashem. Bezrat Hashem will be zochet for Shabbat Shalom, and that's my blessing to you. Shabbat Shalom.